Have you ever played Portal 2?
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days.
You might want to hang on to something. Word of advice, up to you.
We don't need to do that.
You might have a very minor case of serious brain damage.
You wouldn't be the only person to tell me that. Now, despite what Wheatley would tell you, it's actually not really that dangerous. I can, just stand directly on top of this hole. Nothing bad's gonna happen. You can bang this shit around as much as he wants. I'll be fine. I don't really know what he's yapping about right now. Oh, that's cool. Huh.
Not dead.
Science
Let's see, can we, oh
We are
yeah.
currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to
Okay, I'm actually pretty bad at this. I guess we should probably get a move on. I'm gonna be doing a lot of bee hopping during this playthrough. I should mention I'm not exactly a master at it, but I can get around. You probably beat this game like 2 times as fast as you're supposed to, just by doing goofy stuff.
Because of the technical difficulties,
and the part of it that you can't do faster, you can at least have fun.
Also, are you alive? That's important. Should have asked that first.
This portal gun looks a little different than they usually come.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
It wasn't really that dangerous. Okay, we're gonna hit him with like the oldest trick in the book right now. Get this cube. Get this one too. Now normally you're just supposed to go through the door, but we're gonna do things a little more interesting than that. Toss this cube over here, place your portal on that side, climb up here, and just chuck the cube through the portal. It's a little finicky.
You have trapped yourself. Congratulations. If you are a non-employee who has discovered
game's honestly too easy.
Get ready to catch me, alright, on the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch me, catch me, catch me!
I did it. Got him. There is a lot of walking to do in this section, so I would recommend learning how to bee hop a little bit so that you can not waste your time. Okay, so now that we have a real portal gun, we can actually start having fun. Okay, so we've got like this starter laser test here. Usually the best way to solve this test is to just skip it. All you gotta do is just do that. Blink and you'll miss it, I know. Okay, that core Wheatley is gonna show back up over here, like coming out of the wall in a second, but if we just act fast, just like that, we have Wheatley. But there's some fun stuff you can do while you have him in this chamber. For example, you can kill him. Unfortunately, you can't use the Wheatley to just skip half the chamber. You still have to, like, actually solve it the normal way. However, there is nothing stopping us from just taking Wheatley with us to the next chamber.
Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you.
Alright, we're in this chamber, the one from the loading screen. I think it needs no introduction. If you've ever done this chamber and not just came through the wall over here, I don't really know what's wrong with you. Beans here, a nice radio. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to stop listening to Exile Vilify now.
Destroying this facility.
What happened there?
Try to avoid the garbage hurtling towards you.
I know GLaDOS just said this stuff was trash, but we're actually gonna want this,
It's garbage.
Let's save this just for fun. And now, instead of pressing the button again, all you gotta do is just drop this sphere. Okay, so anyway, now we got the cube. We're not gonna leave just yet, because there's one last thing we can do here. We're going to fly, a different path. Oh, where are we? You actually get an achievement for doing this, by the way. You're welcome. Okay, so we're in the companion cube chamber. He's cool and all, but I think I'd like to complete this chamber with a different companion of mine. By the way, the cube syncs to you in this chamber if you haven't noticed. Get closer and you can listen.
Uh-oh, you're stranded. Let's see if the cube will try to help you escape.
I have never even heard that. I wasn't even trying to do that. I have never heard that voice line before. And frankly, I don't even know what I just did to break the chamber, but I guess I broke it. Huh? No, I'm actually confused now. Did I actually break this chamber by bringing Wheatley to the exit door? So I think what's happening is the game has soft lock prevention in case you bring your cube up there and lose it. Because then you can't turn the platform on to get back up there, so it respawns the cube. Ironically, the game's soft lock prevention has actually soft locked me, because Wheatley is also triggering the thing, detecting the cube up there. So now I can't put the cube on the button without it getting fizzled, and I'm actually just stuck. So, we're gonna... Okay, good thing that didn't actually happen. As GLaDOS was yapping about before, there's fizzlers broken, so, you know, don't take anything with you. It's very important that you don't do that.
I think that one was about to say, I love you. They are sentient, of course. We just have a lot of them.
Well, I didn't need that cube anyway. And he's gone. Okay, so we have our first fizzler test here. This one's pretty easy. All you gotta do is get the cube onto this side. But there's also a much more fun way that you can solve this chamber, and it's probably the craziest trick I know, actually, because you just... I don't even know how to describe this. I'm just gonna do it, and you guys can watch. Probably better that I don't explain anything, because I don't really know how to explain this either. I don't think that's how you were supposed to do it. Unfortunately, the level designer is actually smart enough and put an invisible wall there so that we can't grab Wheatley this time, so we're gonna have to go this chamber alone. Okay, so this chamber is pretty interesting. It has an achievement for beating it in 70 seconds. We're gonna see if we can do a little better than that.
Well,
What?
You passed the test.
Okay, so this chamber is pretty interesting. And I don't really know how, but a lot of people don't know that you can just do this with the bridges to gain height. So if you didn't know that, consider yourself enlightened. There's not really any cheeses or anything you can do with it, but it is dead useful. While I'm solving this boring-ass chamber, I should probably mention that there's a lot of other stuff you can do in this game besides what I'm doing in this video. But I only really know how to do the easy stuff, the stuff that's actually like so easy that literally anyone could do it. So if you're really interested in learning more about the absolutely insane stuff people have figured out how to do in this game, I would definitely recommend watching a speedrun.
I'm going to note this on your
But just know that you're probably not going to be able to do any of it. This video should encompass pretty much everything that even a 4-year-old could do. There's a lot of chambers in this game involving turrets where you can easily just beat the turrets by just running at them. Not really that hard. I think I was supposed to do like a stealth thing, dropping turrets through the ceiling there. And I don't really have time for that. You know, honestly, I don't really think I need the light bridge. Let's just see how this goes. Alright, this game's pretty easy. Turns out I do actually need the light bridge, so... Now, I could jump down on turrets and grab the cube, but I think I have a more fun idea. Here's something funny you can do. All you have to do is hold this button, portal into this room. Just place your other portal in here.
Oops. You trapped yourself.
If you're into edging, this is a pretty good place to do it. I don't really know anyone who hasn't noticed this turret in this grate here. But in case you haven't, here's what you can do with it. Hey, was that Lucas?
Initiating surprise in 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday!
I made it all up.
Hugo! We love you!
We love you.
You are
Surprise.
the best Mexican ever!
It's a pretty good chamber to b-hop in, otherwise you're probably gonna be here all day. Where did the other cute... Are you kidding me? Okay, this chamber usually takes quite a while, but there's a little bit of a faster way you can do this using b-hopping. Don't ask me what's happening to the floor, because I don't know. There we go. Now we don't have to launch to get that. This test isn't usually too hard normally. You know, you just gotta direct the laser into these 3 receptacles, but there is a much more interesting way to beat it, and it's to just break it. And it is as simple as that. Would it have been faster to do it the correct way? Definitely. Would it have been more fun to do it the correct way? Maybe. Okay, we're gonna escape now. There's a lot of walking in this section, but luckily we can go a little faster than the game intends us to.
Wait, where are you going? Where are you going?
Oh look,
Wow, that...
there's a deer.
Good thing I saved. You don't actually have to deal with any of these turrets, we're just gonna ignore them. Okay, maybe I can ignore that one. Okay, we haven't grabbed Wheatley out of the wall in quite a while, but that doesn't stop us from making friends. We're gonna grab this one random turret. You can listen to him if you want, but personally I don't really care. I've heard this a billion times. These defective turrets are a little interesting. When they collide with each other, they're kind of like magnets, I guess, and just like push each other around. There's some kind of weird stuff you can do with this, but I don't really remember how to do any of it. But you know, it is still kind of fun. Oh, hey bro. Okay, well luckily we only actually needed one of these guys.
I'm gonna have to hack the door so that we can get at it. Technical. You'll need to turn around while I do this.
Response.
Hello.
Done. Hacked.
It's your old friend, deadly neurotoxin. If I were you, I'd take a deep breath and hold it.
Hello. I'm a bloody genius now.
Estás usando este software de traducción de forma incorrecta. Por favor, consulte el manual.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out.
He said you were not using the software correctly. For help, please consult the manual.
Seriously.
Okay, so Wheatley punched us into a pit. Now we're falling into hell. We're gonna be here for quite a while, so now's a pretty good time to take a piss if you haven't. Personally, I usually opt to piss my pants.
Hey, you. Finally awake.
Alright, so we're in the bottom of Old Aperture now. We're about halfway through the game, maybe a little more. Where the game really starts to become fun because it's mostly walking through this section of the game. You pretty much just bee-hop through most of it. Now, if you want to do some achievement farming, I would go up to every one of those vitrified doors and hit the little speaker thing next to them. It gets you a little bit of story. And if you do it to all of them, you get an achievement. We don't really have time for that, so instead we're going to jump down the elevator shaft. Here's a little fun fact. So we're in the first test chamber of Old Aperture, and you can see there's this little section where all the lights slowly turn on. Fun fact is that it actually starts you out in a completely different room, and then it teleports you into this one. One of the rooms is lit and the other one isn't. But if we go no clip real quick.
Last poor son of a gun got blue paint.
You see there's a whole other room over here. This one has the dark test chamber in it. But these repulsion gel tests are always a lot of fun. There's a lot of air strafing you can do in these sections. Get these tests done a lot faster. Stuff like this, for example. Don't even have to get off the gel. Now, if after all this time playing this game you don't like the portal gun, I have good news. You don't actually have to use it. Just bounce off the repulsion gel to get this cube. Really that simple. Alright, we're in bomb flings now, you know, one chamber from the trailer. If you've never done this trick before, you might want to reevaluate your life choices. Just an FYI, the closer you get to this gel bomb as it's flying through the air, the cooler you look. Alright, we're in Crazy Box now, and we're still not using the portal gun. Honestly, just easier this way. You can do this whole level with 0 portals, actually, but the rest of it is a lot harder than the first one, so I'm not going to do it. Normally what you're supposed to do in this chamber is you jump up on this elevator and then use some repulsion gel to make the cube bounce off the button. But you don't actually have to do it that way.
Science isn't about why.
Have you ever played Half-Life 2? Well, if you have, you should check this out. Come into this random building up here. Go down this hallway. Ignore all these doors, these ones all suck, they're boring. This one, on the other hand, is a lot more interesting. Yes, you get an achievement for this, you're welcome. Here's a pretty neat trick. If for some reason you haven't laid down enough propulsion gel, I mean, this isn't really a good example, but just in case you haven't, if you hold crouch, the acceleration boost still builds up. So all you gotta do is just walk a little bit on the gel and release crouch, and you get the zoomies. It's a great trick for using on community chambers where the map makers never build the gel dispensers the right way, so you can never get enough propulsion gel.
Bursts require more than 1.6
Oh, hey, what's that?
volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here.
That's also an achievement, you're welcome. I'm gonna use that trick to ramp off of this because I don't really feel like setting this up the proper way. But normally you're supposed to run through these pistons to get on the propulsion gel and fling through your orange portal here. But... Spam jump here for style points.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center.
Okay, we're moving on to the conversion gel testing now. Now, for some reason, every time I see someone play this game, they have like an unnaturally hard time with this chamber. And I'm here to show you that it's really not that bad. See? Easy as that. And this tower goes up pretty high. This is going to take a long time to go up. Is what I would be saying if I didn't know this awesome trick. I don't really feel like listening to Wheatley yap, so we're just going to skip all that dialogue.
Ah, yes. You have
And
no
off we
idea
go.
what it's like in this. Design
Honestly, I don't
test
really
yourself.
feel like
It's a little
solving
bit
this.
difficult.
I'm just gonna go
You'll
dig a
notice
piss.
the
Okay, where was I? Oh, I got an achievement. Okay, so Chapter 8 introduces these excursion funnels. You can, like, float in them and stuff. Normally you're supposed to use it to get this cube, and then, you know, there's this button on the ceiling. You're supposed to hold the cube against it. I have a different idea. All we're gonna do is we're just gonna walk into this, float up into the ceiling. We're gonna get right up against the ceiling, and we're gonna wait for the velocity in the top left to hit 0. We're gonna crouch. I'm gonna do it again. And just like that, I have fly hacks. By the way, in every single one of these Chapter 8 tests, there's some way to break Wheatley's monitor. In this one, you just gotta do it like this.
Ah, bless your little
And
primate
I don't
brain.
really know
I'm
how that
actually in the room
happened.
with you. Am I? Technology. It's complicated.
But yeah, I would do that, but I'm kind of running out of hard drive space, so we're gonna wrap this up as fast as possible.
What's wrong with being adopted?
You have got to stop yapping, Wheatley.
Do you know what I've got too many of around here?
It's been a while since we've used bee hopping for anything, but this is a pretty good place to do it. Alright, this test is usually pretty long. It's a pretty good chamber, but it's a long one. I'm just gonna skip this one. While I'm here.
Sorry, does it actually make you feel good?
Oh hey, who's that?
There, bing, good, perfect.
I kinda already forgot how to use the propulsion gel, so I'm just gonna skip this test. I could get rid of these turrets the normal way. Or I could do this. Fine, I'll do it the normal way. We really are running out of time though, so I'm just gonna fly to the exit. If it wasn't already obvious that I have just stolen everything in this video from desinc.
No, don't do that.
See ya, mate! Here's a little funny trick. So notice what color of portals I'm putting down here. My orange one is the one controlling the funnel. Now we're going to walk straight into a trap. And I'm gonna put my blue portal here.
Stay still, please.
And yet it still works with the funnel. So Valve actually put in a thing where if you put the wrong color of portal down on that wall, it'll swap your portals around to make sure you don't die like that. Which is weird because it's the only place in the game that it does that. Which means that evidently while they were playtesting, one of the playtesters managed to do that. And I don't really know how that's possible. So if you ever manage to do that, let me know. Alright, there's not really anything else interesting we can do during the finale escapes, so here's the final boss. We got our boy Rick here. He's about to tell us something real interesting.
Here's the plan. Get him to say, you two have been a thorn in my side long enough. And tell your pretty ears to stand back, because I'm going to sing him into the Stone Age.
Core corruption at 100%.
Ah! You have been a thorn in my side long enough.
Yeah, well, this thorn is about to take you down. Man, that sounded a whole lot better in my head.
Alright, well anyway, I'm gonna beat the game now.